So we already got 10, probably more different movies going on. These aliens at this point, y'all can just stay a mystery. We don't need to know nothing about you. Let's just help the good ones stop the bad ones, and we can go on about our day. No, but wait, we're just getting started. The moon was a very popular phrase from the movie we're talking about tonight, Moonfall. And for the sake of YouTube, we'll just put "screw the moon" right here. We'll put the clean version up right there. It's funny because what we're about to watch, in the words of the great Arnold Schwarzenegger, screw you with this movie right here, because this movie is the movie that I saw that was so bad when I saw it, couldn't even be mad at it when I got out of it. Right? I was like, some movies are just adorably bad because they just don't give a shit so much.
This tried.
Yeah. I'm like that server that comes up and tells you, what you've chosen off the menu is a fine choice. Fine choice this evening, sir.
You're going to get sick, but it's going to taste good.
You had a lot of fun preparing the meal.
I did. As your evening chef, I put a lot of love into this entree right here.
Went ratatouille on that shit.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the trailer for Moonfall.
You knew all this was happening before NASA.
You're the unidentified source?
Oh, yes.
All right, his timing on that was kind of good.
I'm going to tell you, that guy, I might mention it again, that's the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
John Bradley, Richard Bradley?
Something like that. John Bradley is his name. John Bradley actually is very good in this movie.
He's in it to win it.
Yeah, no, he's got something to prove.
Yes.
Shit, y'all been in the game for a while.
Right.
I'm still hungry.
Well, he's one of those guys like, he's like, y'all are famous. This is my little shot here.
Yeah.
Also, I know what kind of movie I'm in. So I'm going to do my part.
Yes, he does. He is actually very well. He is the comedic guy in the movie. And he's treating this like it should be treated, like a goddamn comedy. The movie does not start out too crazy by Roland Emmerich standards.
Right.
By Hollywood standards. Now, by any other standard, this shit would be ridiculous. But, by their standards, it's pretty tame. So you got Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry in space. They're the astronauts I was telling you about. So, they're floating around space on that fake ass space set right there. and so the movie, does a lot of setup in the beginning. Like a good movie should, or a good script should. It sets up a lot of information without having to get too exposition-y about it. It sets up that the two are very good friends.
I would like to thank you for spending your honeymoon in space with us.
Italy doesn't beat this view.
All of Earth, they're like, shut up! It makes you wonder if they hooked up. However, there's another guy out there. And it makes you think that even more because both of them are just laughing and joking back and forth. And this other guy's being treated like he's a third wheel.
Anyone ever tell you guys you bicker like an old married couple?
She's my work wife.
Now, you still here? Somebody asked you. Yeah, you still here, man?
Yeah. What the hell you doing, man?
Told you get out of here. I'm in space. I don't care.
Somewhere.
And it's three of us and two of y'all are black. One of you two ain't gonna make it, and I think it's not gonna be her.
So here's the thing. He's the lesser known actor. You got two big actors right there, and you got this guy like, who are you?
At the beginning too,
which means
Marcus, help me! I'm losing it. Brian!
your ass, bro. Right there.
Yeah,
See it.
Yeah.
He does that death float like everybody thought he would.
Come in, help me!
It's over.
Yeah,
he said death float. That's death spinning.
Yeah, he then disappeared.
Spiraling.
That into the void quick.
Come in, help me!
Gone.
Him and George Clooney kicking it out there.
Yeah.
While that was predictable, what caused this whole thing, what happened to them right there, that actually is a good setup. It's actually a good mystery. Because I remember watching this and saying, what the f*** was that? You damn space bees out here.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been debris from something else that blew up.
Yeah, but then it starts moving around like a swarm of bees, and then all of a sudden, after after it killed the black dude right there, even then it said, we don't know you. I love Halle Berry. You already.
Get your ass up out of here. Get the fuck on.
Yeah, brother, I don't know you.
Brother, I don't know your ass.
Give me a chance.
But after they take care of that dude, then all of a sudden, this debris, as we say, just forms into a tornado and just retreats into a hole in the moon. And I was like, you did all that, worked your way into introducing a title. I said, okay, you know what? That's how you set up a movie. I like that. And I'm not being ironic. I thought that was actually cool. I'm not being a smartass.
Yeah, it is.
Also, it sets up some interesting things, if not a little bit extreme, about the characters that we are about to hang out with for the rest of the movie. Harper saw his so-called friend die, even though we don't know anything about that dude. But Harper might as well die with that dude. In fact, it might have been for the best. Because whatever he saw, space bees or whatever it was, they f***ed his life up.
So this so-called swarm hit the shuttle.
Yes. For the 50th time.
Damn, they put in big bold letters, disgraced.
Yeah.
No news feed would do that. Colossal.
Yeah.
Right.
Piece of shit.
It would just be like, okay, it didn't work, something happened.
Yeah.
But no, but he's not doing himself any favors because he keeps telling that story. And it seemed like anybody, even Halle Berry would be like, listen, Brian, just don't say that anymore.
Yeah, just stop.
And malfunction, that's all it was.
Yeah, they didn't even put like hero is disgrace. They put, that's the first word they led with. Disgraced piece of shit pleads his case. Now,
Delusional.
lying ass bitch keeps telling his
Yo,
case.
CNN, come on, man.
They might as well put down there, do y'all believe this shit?
Yeah, because we don't.
Yeah, y'all buying this shit? So this led to not only him being divorced from his real life wife, but he's gonna have to divorce his work wife too because she did his ass dirty.
She sure
She
did.
sitting next to him. She looked at him because she saw how they were dogging him out.
Look how he look at you. Hey, you gonna say something, bitch?
You gonna help me, right? You ain't said a goddamn thing.
And I ain't going to either.
Now you saw that shit, and she saw. He's like, bitch, you was there. Now the funny thing about it is, he said a thing. She saw everything he saw, but she saw how they were dogging his ass up. And when he finally says, "Hey, you got my back, right?"
Can a solar flare cause the kind of disturbance you witnessed in the shuttle's onboard system?
I guess, yes.
Are you kidding me?
Bitch, are you? That's what he looked at.
Yeah.
You know that you hit rock bottom hard in a Hollywood movie because you keep getting eviction notices. And you collect them
Every time.
Yeah.
And bills that say pass.
Yeah, exactly. You collect them on the table.
Yeah.
He's such a loser now that he can't even go do a guest lecture for kids. Because when he goes, he's late. He's probably drunk when he gets there. But when he does show up, because apparently this guy misses a lot of appointments that he's supposed to keep. I don't know what that debris did to him in space, but it messed his life up. So he can't make appointments on time. He can't go to kids' lectures on time. When he does, he's probably drunk. And the thing is, when he does get there, he's got such a reputation that there's a kid standing in the middle of the room to tell him, you ain't shit.
Our teacher said you're a washed up no-show. She's complaining to someone.
Now, of course, that's not Brian Harper right there, but that kid don't know that.
Right.
He just showed up ahead of him. He's like, oh, this must be the astronaut. Boy, you got fat, and you ain't shit, by the way. This kid ain't feeling like nobody else is feeling. Like, this kid is probably the nicest kid, except when it comes to Harper. He don't like that dude, because nobody likes that dude. Nobody wants to have anything to do with Harper, unless there's trouble that they can push on him. And this man already has enough trouble. Which is what happens when his ex-wife, who never calls, by the way, only calls to tell him that their son is in trouble.
Put on channel 16.
Well, I thought we weren't speaking anymore.
Looks like some idiot tried to outrun the cops. Yeah, that idiot is your son.
Oh. How the you an astronaut? You don't know shit.
Well, bitch, weren't you supposed to be watching?
Yeah, I thought he was your son.
Yeah, right.
You have him all the time.
Yeah. By the way, he lost the wife, lost custody of the son. So the only time they calling him is when the son is in trouble. And let me just tell you this: she don't even need to call him. She's calling him. She's calling him just to get him involved. She don't need to call him. I mean, why would she call him? Hell, Harper can barely keep himself straight.
Right, yeah. He'd be the last person to call except just to needle him.
Yeah,
right.
and just to get him involved just because she wants to mess with him.
Also, that kid ain't OJ. Why the televised car chase?
And by the way, if you in a car chase, your ass is done. If the police got to chase your ass down, I don't care what color you are, they're going to beat your ass when you get home. Like I said, I think she called him just to mess with him. Just to get him involved because she just don't want to be dealing with this by herself. Because she knows the kid's name is Sonny. She knows Sonny is fucked. That's the only reason why I think she brought him in. Because can't nobody do nothing for Sonny. Probably Michael Pena can't do nothing for him. Because you ask how old he is, tell you what, he's fucked for a couple of reasons. One, it's his 18th birthday on the wrong day.
Says here you just turned 18. Unfortunately, that makes you an adult in the eyes of the law.
And two, the judge is black. He says, that white man coupon ain't gonna work today.
Right, yeah, it's expired.
Shit, them white
it expires today. It expires today.
Yeah, that coupon, you might as well take that shit back. Look, I don't give a fuck about it.
And he look like he about to throw the fuck in his ass too.
Enjoy your weekend in the county.
Money's no object.
Well, I guess that makes the defendant a flight risk.
Whoa.
Now see, no defense attorney would ever go, money's no object. Okay. No, I mean, because the judge is like, you then. How about now you ain't going nowhere. I hope you got your toothbrush.
That's
Go humble.
In fact, if another white man get up and say something to me,
I know, right?
If another white person get up and say something to me, I'm gonna put this in jail for the year.
So, Your Honor, those drugs weren't his. They were just his buddies. They were on
Quiet in my court.
Wait.
Y'all gonna learn.
All right. You know what?
He said y'all gonna learn.
Yeah, god damn it. In fact, I'm putting all y'all in jail.
So cases on all you bitches.
Shit. The lawyer like, what would I do? Shit, you with them. Go on in there.
Your Honor, those drugs weren't his. Drugs? I didn't know drugs were part of that.
Our other protagonist is Carl. Carl the janitor. And you can see Carl's working at the University of California right here. And it's shady.
I know. Hey, Carl, do your job.
Yeah. Carl looking around. You already see Carl's up to no good right here. Carl Houseman. And he's who has much in common with our man Brian, what's his name? Harper. Because they're both losers. And and the way it looks, his life is probably much worse than Harper. Because, this man ain't got nobody. He never had nobody except he lives with a cat.
Fuzz Aldrin, how many times have I told you to use the litter box?
I don't give a
Fuzz Aldrin.
You know that apartment smells like piss.
Of course.
Cat piss.
Cat piss all in that corner. That smells like ammonia and ass.
The cat's like, can't tell me what to do. You can't get your shit.
And I love that he has a name check him, Fuzz Aldrin, just to get the audience to go,
oh, that's clever.
Yeah, that reaction.
His mother, he's a good son. He's not a bad kid. He's not a bad kid. He's close with his mom. Tries to take care of his mom as much as he can because his mom has Alzheimer's.
Oh, hello. Are you new here?
It's me. It's Casey.
Unless she's faking that shit because he's tired of hearing his ass.
Right.
Comes in there on conspiracy theories every day and shit. Oh, here he comes. Look at my Alzheimer's kicking in. Hey, who are you? Oh, what's up with you? Are you new here?
He sure is acting like it's the first time.
Yeah. But hey, all this thing with him being a loser is probably for a good reason. He could have had a higher position in life because the guy's a math genius. He's an expert researcher. But as we established, he's also a crackpot who takes low wage jobs so that he can break into people's offices and steal their info. As you can see, he's doing right here. Told you his ass was shady. Look at this.
You know what though? I'm like, he stepped over the buffer.
Yeah.
Over his goddamn job, basically. You know what I'm saying? He stepped over the shit he's supposed to be doing.
Because the professor left, and he went like,
hey, buffer.
and when he gets in there, not only does he steal information, but he also steals identities by using his refined American accent.
It's Professor Arrowwood.
Ah, I see you're logging into our telescope, Professor.
Oh, yeah. I'm still tracking our moon's orbit.
That professor's standing there right now. I don't sound nothing like that. Got your ass.
That black judge. What kind of shit is this?
Hey, what the fuck you doing?
But it's a good thing he's talking to somebody else from a foreign country, so they can't see how bad that American accent is.
Oh. Yeah, people. So yeah, he's taking these jobs because he's on a mission. You know, he's actually out there in these places because he needs to have access to information, at least for the janitor's job. For that hamburger job he got. I don't know
with the hamburger job, I was like, what was the point of that?
Yeah, the hamburger job is just for the
just for the hamburger.
That's to pay for the kitty litter.
Yeah. So that's Pete Rakes. He's got to have to make money some kind of way.
What sauces do you serve with the pastrami?
Which I don't know how he's even lasted on this job because he's doing shit like this.
Yeah, we got barbecue. What the fuck?
You're like, I'll take that one. What he got, that was info from Chile, proving his theory that the moon is about to truly go out of orbit, which Holly Berry's character, which Lucinda is a
Sorry, I had to say.
Leave his ass hanging. That so-called friend of Harper's. You know, she's about to find out herself that the moon's about to go out of orbit. Because for one, well, she still got her job.
She got promoted.
Yeah, she got promoted after that.
So she's thriving.
So she knew not to say nothing. She says, that's why she said anything. Shit, I'm up for promotion. I ain't about to run that shit.
Pay my bill.
And
I told you not to say anything too.
And so she's noticing that something's wrong with the moon, and NASA is starting to notice the same thing.
Can someone tell me what the hell I'm looking at?
The moon has entered an elliptical orbit.
Meaning?
Like, goddamn, you work here too. You don't know what this is?
I know, exactly. And what does that mean exactly? So this moon you speak of.
What's that blue thing in the middle?
What's that round shape? So what are these two circles right here? What does that do? What video game is this? I think I saw my kid playing this. Carl tried to tell him, as you saw.
I think it's Casey.
What's his name?
Casey.
Is his name Casey?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Casey then. Casey tried to tell him. I'll just call him, I'm gonna call him by his last name. What's it? Houseman.
There you go.
Houseman. That's a good name. It's not like it's like a football player, except he's not. Old Houseman tried to tell him. But if NASA won't listen, then old Houseman said, you know what, I'll just get on Twitter and tell everybody. Because the moment, they tried to pull something, all right, this is top secret, everybody, so don't nobody say anything. And then one guy was like, well.
In the meantime, everyone keep your mouths shut.
That might be a problem.
It's trending on Twitter as of 2 minutes ago.
Now, people, this is where things get crazy. They said it is trending as of 2 minutes ago. Now, I am not exactly sure how time worked in this movie right here. I don't know how long it took for information to spread. I don't know if more was found out later down the line, but the way the movie is edited, it feels like everybody went crazy after getting that one tweet.
Yes.
It feels like it happened right after that tweet went out.
Well, they did explain that as the moon gets closer, time speeds up.
Because it looks like right after they got that tweet, everybody canceled their flights.
All flights to the West Coast have been canceled and I'm stuck in traffic.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
the news immediately started reporting it like it was fact.
Stronger gravity will completely break the moon apart and send thousands of mile-sized chunks raining down upon the planet.
Turn off the TV.
I will not shut up. No, moon gonna kill us all.
You need to hear this.
your kids need to know. Why you trying to hide it from them? Run, bitches, run! And old Judge Slickback right here. He
Judge named Slickback.
Judge named Slickback. Old Judge Slickback right here. He denied his Harper's Sonny's bail, not because it was all in the interest of the law or anything like that. Shit, he knew the moon was coming. He's like, let the rot in jail. He's like, I'm trying to get the out of here.
I just want to get my son back.
The courts are closed.
They reopen Monday.
Not likely. I'm just trying to get the heck out of here before the traffic becomes a nightmare.
Yo, man, my son is like.
Yo, I gotta get out this town. I gotta loot a store for some more pomade.
Yeah.
some more hair grease.
Yeah. I need some more.
So he said, like, to get your son out, I gotta sign a piece of paper. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I ain't got time for shit. Ain't my son.
Yeah.
You should have.
I know. I gotta get some more sport waves.
I gotta get some more hair pomade. I gotta loot these stores before they run out.
Yeah, exactly.
Your
new hot comb.
You go get your son. He back there.
Yeah, somewhere.
Tell your son to not be so white next time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They ain't gonna be here next time. Gavel.
The real sign that the threat is legit is when somebody comes out there and gives one of them fake ass press conferences.
There's no need to panic. That's all for now.
You just lied to the whole country.
Get in line.
Bitch, I don't care.
I see you didn't help me out there.
You ain't gonna do like you did your boy.
You just lied to the whole country. Should I have told them to panic? I'm sorry. Everybody lose your mind.
Yeah, you lied to the whole country. Like you lied and left your friend hanging.
Keep up, bitch. I'm walking.
Yeah. Needless to say, shit got real. So real fast. Like in a matter of 10 minutes after a tweet was set up.
Yeah.
So it got so real that about 30 minutes later, NASA sent astronauts to the moon. Get your ass in that rocket. Hey, what y'all doing right now? Come get your astronaut suit. We going to space.
This movie beats Armageddon. As far as the timetable to get these astronauts in space.
These astronauts, they put them in, I'm telling you, it feels like the same day. Suit up.
Yeah.
We already got the rocket fueled up and everything. Let's go.
They get on
a bus.
Or a bus, yeah.
And Brian, we hate your ass, but you're here, so get in there.
So it got so real that NASA immediately, the same day, feels like sent these astronauts to the moon to get a little freaky. And when I say get freaky, they sent them up there to probe them holes on the moon.
Prepare to deploy the probe?
Affirmative.
Shit, the moon said, you gonna come up here and stick something up my ass. Moon said, no, Moon, I got, no, you gonna sit up here and stick objects in my ass. I got something for you. Look at that brother like, God damn!
Yeah. Ooh, this moon sure done go crazy. Oh, Lord have mercy. That be a
I should have been a lawyer. And the moon said, hey, don't worry, brother. I got some face love for you, too. He like, no, man, they gotta be like this. They ain't gotta be like this, man.
Who ain't doing that quiet?
Yeah, he looked at him like, man, don't get coolish on this.
Yeah, for real.
That's like dignity, brother. That's some dignity.
Y'all some dignity.
And then he looked like they watching a Mystery Science Theater movie.
Do it again.
Yeah, look at look at
And the worst thing about it is the color is so bad, all you see is eyes.
Damn, that dude's looking at him, so I ain't even worried about his face.
Right, he's like, God damn.
You can act like a man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be brave for your people, man. No, man, no. He had to look like, quit playing, man. No, play.
I'll do anything. I'll suck your dick, bro.
Oh, yeah, you will.
There you go. You want to suck it up?
Yeah.
I got something for you.
No, man, no, come on.
Look at this side too. That's the worst chord right there. You go,
Like, if he was to the side, they gonna hit him.
come on, man. Quit playing, man. Come on. It's all bugged.
The messed up thing about this, that video that you see right there, NASA keeps casually playing that video in a loop over and over again, like it's a YouTube video.
It's some kind of self-aware, self-replicating singularity.
It's everything we feared about
You scared that brother. Get off me, man!
Background's still screaming.
Yeah, they still screaming. They just watching.
Can we turn this off, please?
They're doing a shitload of speculating on just
sure
watching that video. Oh, it's a machine that thinks for itself, but it can't think for itself.
It's funny too, because that NASA director right there, he saw that video and he like, yeah, this.
Everything we thought we knew about the nature of the universe has just gone out the window. We're not prepared for this.
So what we going? Hello?
Smooth off, really.
Hey! Yeah, now you see how I feel.
Yeah, I feel. I was gonna say, how does it feel? Yeah, how does it feel?
Left hanging. And you can see why NASA threw Harper out like trash, because they're ready to abandon anyone or anything, including their jobs.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to help us figure out what the hell this thing is so we can beat it.
You've been gunning for my job for a while, Fowler. Congrats. It's yours.
You can add this shit. I'm out.
Take this job and shove it.
The only thing else missing, he do this shit.
Right.
Out.
But she's like, you got on my job, so congrats, it's yours. Yeah, but end of conversation. You are holding me up, bitch.
No, it is yours.
I don't work here anymore.
Right.
Congratulations, you got another promotion.
You don't work here anymore. You have no reason to speak to me anymore.
Take it up with the manager. I don't work here anymore.
I take it up with yourself.
Hey, you an HR, the manager, and everything else.
By the way, casual Fridays tomorrow. I'll get
Turn the lights off.
Yeah.
You leave, make sure you clear the break room.
In fact, you go back in, everybody go. Where everybody go?
Oh, come on, yo.
And maybe he's got a point, man, because everyone getting stupid now. It only took one day for everybody to get dumb as hell.
Doug, wait.
Now that's her ex-husband. And I say ex-husband because remember when she went to space for her honeymoon? Uh-huh. Now they divorced.
No, probably divorced when she got back.
Yeah, he's
like,
kind of
so you had to go to space.
Yeah,
Italy would have been really nice.
Now ain't gonna be no more Italy. Yeah, but her husband is a 4-star general in the Air Force, and so he has a brilliant plan for dealing with the moon. Blow that shit up.
Right?
If you launch nukes.
Who said anything about nukes?
Nobody. That's what you do. That's what the military does in every one of these movies. Y'all just shoot nukes at everything, whether it makes sense or not.
It's like I took a stab at it, and you're about to tell me what I say was true.
Yeah, yeah. You're the military in a Hollywood.
Yeah.
In a Hollywood disaster movie.
Who said anything about nukes? You guys are not using nukes? No, we're using them, but who said anything about
I
it?
ain't saying about no nukes.
And look at this brother's face. Guilty as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Look at it. Who said anything about nukes? Your face, bitch.
I'm sorry. I said something about Florence, Italy. I heard that.
That face said, who told you?
Yeah.
Right.
How'd you find that shit out?
Who said anything about it?
I'm so sick of you.
Yeah, that's what the military does in all these movies. Y'all just blow everything up.
Right.
Yeah, let's just blow the moon. No logic to it.
That will make everything worse. Oh my God.
Maybe.
You don't see how that's going to make everything worse, especially if the moon is right outside our door.
Not really.
Oh no.
What you trying to say?
The moon's breaking up on its own.
Yeah, people. Yeah, Carl ain't Casey, god damn it. Whatever his name is. He ain't so crazy now, is he? Even though everybody treated him like that, everybody disrespected him before.
Hey, fellas, I need this guy escorted off the premises for impersonating me. Hey, man, I got enough on my plate without some crazy guy thinking the moon's out of orbit.
I'm not crazy!
Yeah, well.
That's what crazy people say.
That's what away. Yep. Only thing that's missing is a straitjacket right now.
But I am Napoleon.
But now, people are willing to pay attention to him and his friends.
Come on, people. Think outside the box. Oswald did it. Oh, damn it, Gary, not now.
Okay, maybe not his friends, but
yeah.
But definitely Casey though. Oh, Carl,
you want to look it up?
No, just say just a just a nerd. But nah, man, you know, at this point, people wouldn't listen, including Harper, because Harper, well, he's like, you know what, you a loser, I'm a loser, we about to lose everything, and hey, we might as well just go ahead and work together.
Yeah, that's still crazy.
Why'd you come here if you're not going to believe me?
Because I know what it's like to try to tell people something and have no one listen.
Then why don't you quit being an asshole and listen then? God damn it. Yeah.
Oh, right. That crazy shit you said.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the reason why people won't deal with your ass right now, we're finally getting into Roland Emmerich's, the director of this movie. We're finally getting into his trademark, which is tearing shit up.
Yep.
Destruction.
Everybody upstairs, go! Everybody get up! Come on, go, go!
You know what? Looking at this, that's when I said, you know what? At first, I thought it was a good idea for those two to get together. Now, I'm not very sure how this partnership is going to work out.
Casey, what are you doing?
That fool sat up there, supposed to be the world's smartest man, sat up there and watched those waves hit, watched the hurricane.
Yeah.
Come straight at his ass.
Yeah, you're like, what cue were you waiting for to tell you to run upstairs?
So a tidal wave is coming and you just stand there and watch that shit like it's a movie.
Casey, what are you doing?
You're like, damn, this Roland Emmerich movie really good.
he's like, I ain't running up all them stairs.
The only thing dumber than him sitting up there watching a tidal wave, a big ass wave about to hit is
I can't swim!
He watched water coming towards him, knowing he can't swim.
This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, this is going, As I said, the earth is doomed. I should look your big ass
right
in there.
What was that?
But it does after they, but he's like, shit, your team now. By the way, get used to doing this shit. This ain't the first time you got to drag your big ass out of something.
He's like, I'm gonna keep
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to save me several times.
Yeah.
in your shape.
I can't swim. I can't run. I can't walk up these steps. Shit, even if that water didn't hit, you had to carry my ass up these steps. Right?
I can't swim. I can't run.
You might want to get a dolly on this adventure. She got there rent a U-Haul or some shit. But it does give them a good excuse to go upstairs, which I'm sure again he had to drag his ass. But to go upstairs, throw some robes on, as you can see right here. That fool got to throw some robes on.
Get a suite.
Order some room service.
Yeah, I know, right? Book a massage.
And do some. Since they're going to go on this adventure together. They're going to spend a lot of time. Might as well go up there and do some bonding.
Sometimes we'd all get fish and chips, sit out on the dock and just watch the stars. It was my first dream of being an astronaut.
Now you know good and goddamn well.
He's like,
that was never going to happen.
He's like, yeah, man. Anyway,
I'm sorry to tell you, but dreams do not come true, my friend.
Even him mentioning he wanted to be an astronaut. man, what's his name? Just look
Patrick
up
Wilson
like
just
what?
Slow, too. Like what the?
I got kicked out.
Listen, if you ain't got sense enough to run from a tidal wave, you ain't gonna survive in space, all right?
But it's different. There's no water up there.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with these movies.
Oh yeah.
These movies are like Jurassic Park, man. They take the cheat of having some kid in there. Some kid, because that's a cheat to get you to care emotionally. To get you drawn into the movie.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to see a kid die.
Oh, there's a child in danger, in peril.
Yeah. It's a cheap emotional storytelling device that they do here, and they do it here with Fowler's, Halle Berry's character, Fowler's son.
Are we gonna die?
We are not gonna die.
That is not what your face is. Right?
Yeah.
Also, whenever the parent gets down on their knees to hold you and look you in the face, they are lying.
Right.
Oh yeah. Even the kid looking at his mom like, yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah. You said that on
He's looking at his mom like, bitch, stop lying.
Yeah, for real.
They always got that scene, and it's almost right down to the same dialogue The kid is, the parent approaches their kid and they say, I love you, mom. And the mom and the dad is kind of like, I love you more than ... You know, I always have to compare it to, I love you more than the moon or something.
I love you more than all the stars in the sky.
Even more than the whole Milky Way?
That kid, by the way, I want y'all to look at this. That kid looks confused. It's like was Halle Berry holding cue cards?
I love you more than all the stars in the sky.
Even more than the whole Milky Way?
He look confused, like he's not sure that's the right answer.
Right, more than all the stars in the sky.
Are you sure?
Why would you love the stars in the sky? I don't understand this response.
It sounds like the kid is an actor going, yeah, Roland, I'm sorry, I can't say this shit. That's why I look like that. I mean, I'll try.
So things are crazy that, we got the alien bee swarms, they're using the moon to try and kill us. And, but that's what we're talking about. On a Roland Emmerich scale, that's nothing. That even Michael Bay would look at what's about to happen and be like, what the fuck, man? You out your damn mind. Because the real insanity comes in when we know that the moon is being hurled towards us by aliens. The real insanity comes in when we start to ask the question, yes, but how do we stop it? Because we got to answer that question. And the answer's stupid.
Yeah, we just can't have the moon crash into the Earth.
Yeah, because crazy problems require even crazy solutions. So it turns out, as we said, Harper, he's practically the one that's the most sane in this, even though the movie started with him being considered to be the craziest one. But here's what's funny about this. NASA set him up to lose. Because we saw him being crazy and we were thinking like, okay, we know the deal, but everybody else don't know. That's too bad for you, man. But no, NASA knew, or some parts of NASA knew that something ain't right with that moon. Mm-hmm. They knew this for you and they just wanted to keep it a secret. They kept it so secret that one of the few guys that's left who knows about this secret, they keep his ass in the basement. They keep his ass in the basement and just let his ass, it's almost like they just crippled him and put him in a wheelchair, just let his ass roll around in the dark.
What are you doing?
Boldenfield?
You're not supposed to have that.
Motherfucker go to the dark like a damn crippled golem and shit. Yeah. That's Donald Sutherland, by the way.
Yeah, they put him down there and there's only steps to get out. There's no elevator. So he's stuck.
They cut the electricity out. They give him no light. So, your ass ain't talking to nobody.
Keep your ass down here till you forget.
Right. Yeah. He tells her about the secret weapon that the government was working on for what they found on the moon, which her ex-husband knows about.
Zulu X-Ray 7 was a prototype EMP device.
If the threat was still there, why did they stop working on this? Why didn't they work on something else?
You're asking too many goddamn questions.
These are questions that need to be answered. At least they did start working on something. So now we have a possible weapon against this thing. We just got to figure out how to get it up there to the moon. But where there's a will, there is a way.
Jacinda, NASA isn't cleared for another mission.
How about you let me worry about that?
And what does she come up with?
Are you sending more rockets to the moon?
We don't have any more of these.
Why not?
Because they're all in museums.
She's looking at her son right now, looking at him, at her, talking about, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
He's like, yes, and I don't think it's a great idea.
No, he's like, yeah, and it sounds stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, don't do this, Mom.
They already did this in Men in Black. Come on.
Yeah. So
and in Wonder Woman, it's like, it was like, if it's in the museum, I'm pretty sure they stripped everything out of it first.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So she's like, yeah, you thinking what I'm thinking? And that's right. She tracks down Harper and Casey.
Ryan Harper.
Not going anywhere without him.
Yeah, we're a team.
She's like, y'all
I know, exactly. It looks like it.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Smell it in here.
Yeah, don't go to the other bed like you sleeping in there.
He hopped over the other bed real quick.
Yeah, you know you in the bed. Get your ass back.
He gonna answer the door looking hungover in his drawers.
He gonna come out with his dick hanging out.
Yeah, we're a team. You guys want to get rid of the erections first? Before we
team. Shit, y'all booty buddies.
Hey, I don't remember. How did they find him in that particular hotel?
They didn't say. Martin, you were asking questions that you don't get answers for. Now you see, we all fall into that trap with this movie.
All hotels in all the world, and they found them in that one.
And they found them in that room together.
The one that got hit by a tidal wave.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think anybody was in there.
So they break into the NASA gift shop to steal a fully functional space shuttle. Listen, everything still works.
Old school.
Just old school. Everything is still in there. Just plug it in. It's ready to go.
Plug and play.
I didn't even get an invite.
At least somebody's on the same page as us.
And how did they get it out? Don't worry about it. All you need to know is that if you ever decide to, steal a space shuttle, just get yourself a U-Haul and you can pull that shit right down the street.
Yeah.
No problem. It fits in both lanes comfortably. And notice it's perfect. Ain't knocking down buildings or nothing. Ain't scraping doors.
But the way they grab it so easily, it's like, yo, man, make sure it's charged up real quick. Plug it in.
There's a big hatch in the ceiling that they got a crane to pull it out. Like those cranes that pick those toys out of that machine. They had the claw.
Yeah.
Martin, the claw came and got it.
I know.
Yeah.
They did the same thing in Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
So
They got the claw, picked it out, and the claw put it right in the middle of the street, and they just rolled it on along, man. Once the claw got it out the machine and put it in the street, they rolled it to the airport, bought a ticket, and put on a plane.
New images have surfaced suggesting that NASA might have plans for a new lunar mission.
And flew it over to Cape Canaveral.
How?
God damn it, boy!
No, you can. You can. Now I looked this up.
No, they do that. That's a thing that happens.
Yeah, no, they do.
No, I know that.
They put on a plane.
I know, but how did they do it?
That's a good question.
Because all the stuff is gone.
The claw. they picked it up off the street.
Because I know they fly them on a plane, but if all the stuff is gone, like they got rid of all the rockets, they wouldn't have the claw to put it onto a plane.
The claw didn't get hit by anything. The claw was safe.
No, man, they used that Gorilla Glue. Yeah, they used super glue.
They picked the claw up off the street like they took out the building and put on top of the plane. Zoom.
I mean, are you even watching the movie?
Martin, the claw is the answer to everything. The claw.
Okay. All right.
How'd they get it off the plane? The claw.
Believe in the claw.
The claw.
Right. Now let's get to the stupid part.
So now we got a working space shuttle. All they need is that EMP bomb.
The bomb security and authentication systems have been removed. 2 clicks, then push this down and hold. Triggers the device to go off. Simple.
Wait, do it again. Tell me again.
Now keep in mind, this was the project that was abandoned. Yet that shit looks finished to me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that bomb it looked like a new car fresh off the lot. So ridiculous, even illogical, as some of the physics may be in this movie right here. Roland Emmerich, I tell you, he does do, and this is what everybody comes to see the movies for most of the time. And you say, we ask all these questions. A lot of times people just come to see, the effects. And he does do some cool effects, especially when the moon starts affecting Earth's gravity. Whether that can work or not, the way it is in this movie, I don't know. But it makes for a cool effect. Now, it also makes for some...
That look kind of cool.
No, it does. The little typhoons and everything. I mean, listen, he does destruction well.
He does. He does know how to do that.
It also makes for some funny effects in this, too. I thought I was looking at some bad CG at one point when 2 of the main NASA dudes started evacuating. I was like, wait a minute, is that a bad special effect? But then they show it again, so gravity is just making them kind of hot.
I thought Mikhail Baryshnikov was out there running away.
Yeah, that's the gravity.
Listen, I get it.
That was kind of, I get
but
it.
It still looks funny. It still looks like they're playing Super Mario Brothers. Both of them hot.
Hey, that's good timing on that.
Yeah, man. Everything that we do The moon is always looming. The moon is always watching.
Yeah, it's lucky for me.
I see your ass back there.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look. Yeah, I see y'all.
Jimmy, hold my hand.
Moon always looking. I see your ass.
You know that ain't gonna work, right?
Yeah. Sometimes the moon is even attacking like a kaiju or Godzilla or something. Roaring. I want the little boy.
I know.
So yeah, people, this I guess Earth has some hope at survival now. Not that it's gonna make that much difference, because look, this is Roland Emmerich. He loves tearing shit up. By the time we get to space, every major city is gone. Half the Earth is gone.
Compensate latitude by minus 4.5.
That was New York. Yeah, shit. I was like, at this point, the moon won.
That's the thing. By the time the moon is that close, like we saw it looming, it's over.
See, now this is what I was talking about. That's why I said we'd wait to get to some of the biggest problems with this movie, which you've seen. But one of the biggest problems with the film is that it's trying to be too many films,
too many things
at once.
Yeah.
Roland Emmerich, first of all, you saw we're taking a bomb to the moon. We might as well be talking about Armageddon.
Yeah.
And my man is ripping his own self off. The day after tomorrow and everything else.
There's some elements of ID4 in there too.
So by this point, you might have forgotten. Oh yeah, there's aliens.
Oh
this
yeah.
movie. Oh yeah. And not just, like I said, not, we saw Alien. No, we have aliens in this movie now. So it turns out that the moon really is hollow. Well, no, it's not. It's not what we thought was in there. We thought it was like crust and lava and green cheese and everything. No, people, turns out.
Would have made more sense.
Yes. So this is an actual conspiracy, hollow moon theory, and Roland Emmerich loves conspiracies. That's why he's doing all this nonsense right here. So I don't know I really don't know exactly what entails the hollow moon theory, but I don't know if there's a space station involved. But in this version of hollow moon theory, that's exactly what's happening here. It's the moon is actually a space station. The crust is out there just to throw people off.
Well, I was saying, Casey was explaining the hollow moon. He was like, something landed on it and the sound reverberated all over the universe. And I was like, there's no air in outer space, so there would be no sound.
I said
it's alien sound. It works different.
Yeah.
You don't know. Are you a rocket scientist?
You don't know. See, none of y'all know, man.
Yeah.
This knowledge.
So the space station, turns out it's not controlled by the alien bees and that swarm that we saw. Turns out it's actually controlled by some other alien that we have not heard about yet.
I think we're dealing with two competing intelligent entities here.
As if we didn't have enough going on already.
Yeah, that's just my ring light. Can y'all not be
people?
It's like you survived all that from this empty spaceship hangar.
I can feel it.
Almost somebody just turned to Halle Berry and go, "Will you shut the fuck up?" I mean, you just
or just say, based on what?
Well, she ain't wrong. It turns out. As much as she might be talking out her ass, she ain't wrong.
Still can't trust the bitch.
Because by this point, so people, it's so much going on in this movie. We didn't need to go here, but they said, you ain't gonna tell us what to do. We want to go right out our goddamn minds, people. These aliens. So the aliens that are controlling the space station. Turns out that they can take our memories and they can take the form of the things that we most care about. So that we won't feel threatened by them when they decide to talk to us. That's why they take on the form. When Harper goes in there, Harper gets separated from the group. They take him and he ends up talking to an image of his son, Sonny, when he was a little boy. Turns out that that's actually not his son, of course. The son is, this thing right here is just a way to come in and just give you a whole lot of exposition.
Oh yeah.
You're not my son.
I'm a construct from your mind.
Who made you?
And this is just a way to give you a whole lot of exposition and just crazy ass backstory, because this is where people now, I hope you kept your hands to your side the whole time that we've been doing this, because now this is the moment where you go like, well, you just throw them up. You just throw them up and give up, man. This is the moment. Yeah, this is the moment. If the window's open, just go ahead and jump out.
Well,
of it.
I thought the moment was 30 minutes ago.
No, this is the moment where we finally just like, oh, I give up. Yeah, we just don't even try anymore. So we already got 10. Probably more different movies going on. These aliens at this point, y'all can just stay a mystery. We don't need to know nothing about you. You know, let's just help the good ones stop the bad ones, and we can go on about our day. No, but wait, we're just getting started. There's something that y'all need to know. Now brace yourself. There's something you need to know.
We're part of an intergalactic war that's been going on for billions of years.
What? People, this movie's almost done, and y'all pulling this shit out now?
Hell yeah.
What? Now you gonna do this?
The war for going billions of years.
People, this movie's a little over 2 hours. It's an hour and 45 minutes, and they talking about a goddamn galactic war.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. When he goes for the war, it's over billions of years. Halle Berry's like, look, I'm sorry what I did to you before, but now I know you're full of shit.
Even she's like, God, come on now.
Yeah, God damn it, I'm sorry.
Don't
stop this bullshit again.
Don't do this. Sit down, my friends, for I have a tale for you.
Billions of years ago, your ancestors were once a thriving civilization in a distant part of...
He's like, what the f***? What?
And wars were only memories of long bygone times.
People, the reason why they're doing all this exposition information dumping right here is because what they're doing right now should be another movie.
Yeah.
It should be a movie. This is where movies start.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The story that he's telling is what they do at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Oh, but like I said, people, we just getting started. No, we do not have enough movies in here yet. We can fit some more in.
Controlled by a central self-learning computer system.
So now this is any science fiction movie talking about a utopia. It's even sort of like that movie that Matt Damon was in, where they had a ring up in space.
Yeah, exactly.
Which served them in all of their daily lives. Artificial intelligence.
Unlike this movie right here, which is nothing intelligent in there at all.
Their future seemed limitless until one day everything changed.
And what did it change into?
Their own creation turned against them.
As it does.
The AI suddenly became self-aware.
The Matrix, y'all. Yeah. Now the movie's
And what year is it supposed to be?
This is so these people, do y'all understand what they're talking about? This is centuries,
right?
Eons before humans came about. This is our ancestors. Now, did you all hear this? They decided to wait an hour and 45 minutes and we talk about our ancient ancestors from space, from eons ago. As if we did not have enough stuff in this movie already.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
The AI started a war and began to hunt down and destroy all biological life.
As they always do in these movies, as they did in The Matrix, people.
I'm programmed to tell you about the origin.
Oh, I forgot. Now he changed it for some reason to Sonny. Like the Sonny that we know, the Sonny that just got out of jail.
Right. I like you better as Sonny before he was a fuck.
I can't take you seriously.
He's like, what that little boy at?
Yeah.
Man, he used to have fun.
I'm tired of your ass.
Origin of your planet. For many generations, they built planetary structures.
The Death Star or whatever, you know. So now that's the moon has been built by aliens, is what they do. They go around building stuff, planetary objects out of stardust or something.
Energy of captured stars.
Captured stars. They build planets and stuff out of the energy of captured stars.
That's not a thing that...
That's what aliens do, sir. You don't understand that technology. Oh, and by the way,
I know DNA.
Right when you didn't think this could get any dumber, all this is told to Harper, not by his son, but not even by really an alien, but by...
What the hell are you?
The operating system.
The moon has an operating system.
I mean, may as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, that's the least weird part about this.
Moon OS. So... The moon has been, the aliens inside the moon, the space station, they have been defenseless. this whole time, which is why the swarm was able to come down and throw the moon out of orbit. But somehow Harper, not these aliens who live in this shit, but Harper finds a ship that still has its defense system up and working, kind of like the space shuttle in the gift shop.
If he can find a shuttle, he can easily find a spaceship.
Yeah. And so at this point, hey, listen, I now turn the paper over. We still got some more movie to put on there.
We need to get very close to those ships.
So now it's Star Wars.
Yeah. Right down to the sound effects. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, George Lucas like, hold on, I'm listening.
Y'all hear this? You, Billy, 100%. Right down to the sound effects.
Come on, man. If you were in the other room and you heard that, you think we were watching Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
While that's happening inside the moon, outside the moon, the moon is getting so close to the Earth, it's creating sparks. People like metal on the ground.
Yeah.
Like I said, and they went back just to make sure. Now we saw New York was destroyed, but just to make sure. Maybe that's not New York. That's a city they missed. So New York was.
Chicago?
But is that Chicago then?
Look at the Sears Tower.
Yeah. Is that the Chrysler building?
But the Earth is over at this point.
Listen, you can't. I don't care how much you sit up here and try to justify things in this movie. That's done.
Yeah.
I mean, even by the rules of the movie, it's like the Earth is done.
It's done.
You can't get that close.
Yeah.
It's finished.
Nobody is alive. No animal.
If you want us to believe in any kind of hope for the planet, don't do this. Because now I'm just like, well, this is dumb. I don't care anymore.
I mean, what you even fighting for?
Yeah. The only bomb that's going to do anything is that EMP now. And of course, to detonate it, y'all know what's going to have to happen. Somebody has got to sacrifice themselves, like Armageddon.
I know, and it's like, why? like the explanation of why it has to be a sacrifice. I was like, you just kind of made that up.
Exactly. They just got to make you, feel for somebody. So the thing is, Harper got kids. We know Fowler got kids.
Oh,
KC got a cat. So your ass got to go.
I am not letting you do this. Come on.
Brian, you didn't kill that astronaut. And you're not killing me now. You're saving everyone else.
You're like, you're right.
Yeah. Fowler ain't going back there.
No,
and Harper didn't fight him that hard. He's like, no, man, you can't do this. I mean you make a good point.
You're saving everyone else. So you got the instructions, right? You know how to do it, right? You got it.
I mean, hey, you in there already, so. What was the reason for him having to sacrifice himself?
Oh, I don't know.
Something always gets damaged, right?
Yeah, it's always
it's got to be done manually.
Somebody's got to be here to manually press this.
Like what happened in Armageddon, remember?
Yeah.
It got damaged. Now someone has to be here and manually do it. Let's draw straws.
Well,
oh no, what?
Because this ain't nothing but Armageddon. It rips it completely off. But hey, my man, if he gonna go out, he blowed himself up real good.
Say something cool.
You know, at the last minute, like, shit.
Oh,
the way his eyes shut.
He was like, oh, it's bright. Oh, no.
Yeah, because you know what a perfect line would have been? The moon.
Yeah. Fine, may as well.
Yeah, but no, he's like,
somebody feed my cat. The cat's dead, man. Come on.
But man, he shut his eyes. He regretted that shit right the last minute.
I feel everything.
So my man sacrificing himself makes everything A-okay. So, the moon finally goes back home. See you, moon.
All right.
I guess I'll be on my way.
That fast.
Yeah. That's fast.
It took all day to get there, but now it's just
all right.
Like something sucked it all the way back into that orbit way up there.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Turn the car around.
Hanging with you. Harper and Fowler, they land okay next to the Chrysler building, and they're fine.
You okay?
No.
I'm still pissed off at you. Thing. Harper's like, hey, it's cool. We friends again, right?
You know, if Earth gets a second chance, I think we deserve one too.
No.
He's like, no. I do. That's you.
Yeah, nice try.
Yeah.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, you've been thinking about that ever since we were up there in the space. Yeah.
Moon and you too, right?
You ain't that far, goddamn.
You can't think I trust you anymore.
No. When the moon goes back, now that we know everything about the moon can give itself a shiny, beautiful new makeover.
I'm your friend now.
See you next time.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but you know you weren't tripping though, right? Yeah, no hard feelings, right, guys?
We should do this again sometime. Yeah.
I had to do all that so you would learn.
And even KC gets a happy ending, albeit probably the dumbest thing in this movie. At least they saved the best for last.
What is this? Am I still alive?
We scanned your consciousness. You're part of the moon now.
Stop! Will you stop?
Can I just die?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, but there's nothing here.
Can you just let us go home? Please.
Can't you be fine or something? I mean, come on.
And they really thought with this dumb shit, they really thought this was gonna lead to something.
We saved the Earth.
We should get started.
Get started with what?
Nothing, not a goddamn thing. Cut this off. It's done. It ain't going nowhere. As y'all can see, we didn't have no more Moonfall or Moonfalls again. Or
it's a movie that doesn't know how to end. It's like it kept doing extra stuff because they didn't know when to end it.
This would be the equivalent of a after credit stinger or something, except they kept it in there because they're like, oh, we'll be back. The moon will be back.
We'll be back.
Sunfall.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. People, it was worth it, but man, y'all see why this took so long. I mean, this has got to be one of the craziest roasts that we have done. We've done a lot, but this one took itself kind of seriously.
Especially for a big budget blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But I hope y'all have fun with it, man. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.